Instead of depending on my motivation, I decided to change my environment. I found a corner in my room, put my Bible journal and all my devotional things, put it there, and took my morning devotion to an earlier time, like before my son even wakes up. There was a time I would look around my home, I'm like, really? How did we get here? With the loads of laundry pile, countertop stained. And honestly, this was shocking for me because growing up, I used to be very, very organized. But after becoming a mom, it looked like I was losing touch on my space and my routine. Then I started applying the lessons I learned from Atomic Habits by James Clear. And really, those little tiny changes made me feel lighter, calmer, and ultimately more organized. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 atomic habits that are helping me reduce overwhelm and keep my space as a mom and as a woman. Stay with me. If you're new here, I want to say welcome. I'm Oyindamala Daniels, the Inspired, and on this channel I share book reviews, share my life lessons, and talk about my walk with God. Do well to subscribe and watch this video till the end. Let's get right in. The first thing I did was work on my laundry system. I decided to make it easy. Normally, I would look forward to that perfect time where I can fold all the clothes, and after then I'll be overly tired. But instead of doing that, I changed the system. I decided to be picking at least 2 clothes whenever I walk past the pile of clothes and put them back where they belong. That's what I do during the week. Then a time on Saturday, I just fold the remaining clothes. At least I don't have so much to do again. And that thing I did was to ensure that while I'm trying to maybe find a particular clothes, I'm not just going through the pile and looking for the clothes. Anything I see that can be put aside, especially my son's socks, singlet, things that are tiny that could waste your moms will understand that could waste your time on a Monday morning when you're looking for them. I try to put them aside in a place. Even if I'm not ready to take them into the wardrobe, I just put them aside. So it's easier for me to reach for them when I want to put the clothes where they should be. And this made things feel more manageable, really. And now I really spend hours trying to fold mountains of laundry. Yes. And then number 2 that I worked on was my kitchen. I had a kitchen reset. I observed that my countertop, because it's white, if white gets stained, it's just so obvious and annoying. And one day I spent a long time trying to clean it up. It was energy sapping, it was time consuming. I made a rule for myself. If it spills, clean it up immediately. Though very simple, but this one is very effective. And that's what Atomic Habits tells us, that you should make a good habit easy. It's just easy for me to, once maybe I'm trying to serve food, whatever it is, once it spills, I just clean it up immediately. In that way, I don't spend a long time trying to clean up my countertop. And then I also reset my freezer. I organized it, arranged the leftover foods in one section, leftover soups and stews in one section. That sounds tiny or insignificant, right? But small systems actually help you reduce fatigue. Life just started flowing better, really, and 1% improvement really added up. And the number 3 thing, which is the most important, was my morning devotion. I observed that when my husband and son leave the home, I'm still distracted with my to-do list. Instead of depending on my motivation, I decided to change my environment. I found a corner in my room, put my Bible journal and all my devotional things, put it there, and took my morning devotion to an earlier time, like before my son even wakes up. I made it obvious what I wanted to do in the morning devotion. I made it obvious by putting all my reading materials in one place where I could see it. Easy to access, and then the timing was right. I also started setting an alarm to wake up earlier in the morning before my child wakes up. Another lesson that stayed with me, which I applied to my morning devotion, is don't miss twice. There are days that maybe I slept late, and when my alarm rings, I'm really tired. I don't want to wake up. So I could miss a day. But when is the second day? When my alarm is ringing, it's also ringing my mind that, oh, yeah, you must not miss twice. And that encourages me to stand up. I just drag myself to my place of prayer. And one other thing I did was just to make it easy. So I didn't set the goal of 1 hour, 2 hours. It was just 30 minutes. Though most times I shoot the 30 minutes mark. But the 30 minutes, I'm like, I could as well just wake up, have the devotion, and go back to bed. Really, because that having that devotion in the morning makes a lot of difference in your day. This is not just me being religious, it's about me being wise. That time there's no distraction. Even though it's 30 minutes, my mind is focused. There's no to-do list on my mind. There's nobody saying mommy. Everybody's, my husband sometimes is still sleeping. It's just I'm able to receive from God calmly, speak to God and things like that. And honestly, I'm still learning, but these little changes have helped me become better in my daily life and even in organizing my home. And that's the beauty of atomic habits. Small actions can genuinely change your life over time. Let me know one small habit you want to improve in your life, work, family, your work with God, whatever it is. Let me know in the comment section. Also, check out my previous post because I do book reviews, like I said earlier. Check out my previous post on Atomic Habits book review and learn more and see how you can apply those lessons to your life. All right, see you in my next book review. But before you go, who can guess the theme for the book we're going to review next? What's the topic? Not the title of the book, but what is the theme? What do you think it's going to be about? Guess. Let me see in the comment section. Don't watch out for the unveiling of the book next week, Wednesday. Don't forget to subscribe if you are yet, and please share this video with someone who may need it. All right, bye for now.